The Red Hat pistol packing mamas love to shoot guns and eat together.
After we go shooting, the girls always come back to my place and I cook a meal for them.
Her cooking is very hard to tolerate.
Boiled meat, potatoes cooked in gravy, and salad from a bag.
Who are you?
The nutritionist. And
We
it
don't
appears you
need
guys
a
need a
nutritionist.
little... I've never seen a group that's falling apart quite like this.
I'm Chef Ezra. In my world, flavor comes first.
I'm Julie, the nutritionist. In my world, nutrition is everything. You gotta call it for your health.
Baby, pasta?
Pasta.
In Italian
It
food?
has to go. The fat is out of control.
Who cooks under these circumstances?
The Red Hat Group is really a fun social event for women over 50. And what we usually do for our events is go out and shoot guns.
It's actually a fun activity. It helps us let out some of our aggression by just pulling that trigger and hitting the target.
Here we have a real gun in our hands and we're shooting. It's exciting. It's an adrenaline rush.
After we go shooting, the girls always come back to my place and I cook a meal for them.
Shelley loves to be a queen. So Shelley was designated to cook.
Today they're getting brisket and potatoes.
Shelley's cooking. She's one in a million.
They're gonna bitch because the potatoes are full of carbs, the brisket's too salty. I really don't care.
Her cooking is very hard to tolerate.
Girls, look at this. Can you believe it?
Her cooking leaves something to be desired.
It could use a bit of spice.
I'm gonna make one of my favorite salads. We go to the grocery store, we buy a bag.
I don't like mushrooms or onions. You are so difficult, Pauline.
To add flavor to my beautiful potatoes, I'm going to first add some salt, and then we are going to take my onion soup, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it.
Shelley likes an awful lot of salt in her food.
And now, some gravy to put on the potatoes while they cook.
It's just too salty.
I'll be dead by the end of this meal.
You know, you girls, all you do is complain, complain, complain.
Absolutely amazing. Just eat and be quiet. I cook what I want, and if they don't like it, they don't have to eat it. I cover all the notes. My meals are nutritious. They're very flavorful. I love salt, but my doctor said my cholesterol is good, so I really don't have a problem.
The Red Hat pistol packing mamas love to shoot guns and eat together.
I've got major things to target today. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, arthritis, and slow metabolism.
I want to show Shelley that if she broadens her flavor profile, starts with great ingredients, at the end of the day, she doesn't have to add so much salt to her food.
And all those wonderful ingredients are going to be packed with anti-inflammatory action that's going to deal with all their issues.
Ready to take aim?
I am.
If you don't like my cooking, why don't you eat somewhere else? Or why don't one of you volunteer
I love
to
your
cook
salad.
Hey,
the meal?
Joni.
Hi,
How are you?
Girls, this is our surprise.
Johnny, who is this?
This is Ezra. He's a real chef.
Excuse me? Apron, I am a chef. I like to be in charge. I like to be in control. Who are you?
I'm Julie, the nutritionist. And
We
it
don't
appears you
need
guys...
a nutritionist. I wasn't happy that they sprung it on me.
I would like some meat with salt, not salt with meat.
Why don't
Yikes.
you cook at your house and have the group there?
Hold on, girls. We're not here to be fighting. We're here to learn from the best and the best.
And the best.
Shelley does not know how to cook.
I don't know, ladies. It looks good to me. It looks like home-cooked food.
It is home
Right?
cooked food. Yeah.
Try it. Try it. The potatoes are a little bit hardish.
Salt, so much salt. I'm so thirsty. It looks like the food that I grew up with, but I think it's actually the food that I grew up with, preserved in salt.
She doesn't quite get that much salt is like a deadly weapon.
Here, Julie, have some gravy with your meat because
There's no way, come on.
It's very good. It's not gravy.
Come on.
It's poutine sauce?
what have we got? Boiled meat, potatoes cooked in gravy, and salad from a bag. It's like the worst type of cafeteria food.
The only thing great on this meal, I'd have to say, would be this wonderful liver pate. I mean, it's packed with vitamin B12.
You like that? If you knew how much chicken fat was in that chopped liver,
Oh my God.
you would regret everything you just did and said.
I've heard shoot from the hip, but that much saturated fat, I mean, it's going straight to their hips.
You know what? I work all day.
Right?
In between shopping.
Even
No, I
come home, it's just easier to open up a bag, dump it in a bowl, and voila, you've got a salad.
We're at the age where these ladies have to set the course right.
I have osteoarthritis.
I'm like 40 pounds overweight.
I've just had half my thyroid removed.
I am a cancer survivor,
I have high blood pressure.
and I have high blood pressure.
Half of you have high blood pressure, and that's half of you too many. It's the leading cause of heart disease. I've never seen a group that's falling apart quite like this.
I suffer from migraines. MSG definitely sets off a migraine.
Maybe if you wore a hat that was the right size, you'd have less migraines.
You do realize that MSG stands for monosodium glutamate?
No, I thought MSG meant more seasoning is good.
Oh, come
MSG.
I need my EpiPen.
An EpiPen? This is like playing Russian roulette eating this meal.
I'm not feeling great that Julie and Ezra don't like my food.
You need to help us all with our weight problems, with our dietary problems. We just need help. I feel they're both on board with me.
From now on, there's gonna be changes. So this is to Shelly and to getting Shelly back on target. What do you say?
Good luck.
Cheers.
That was just the worst meal ever. And I'm scared that these ladies are just gonna keep going in this direction if we don't stop it.
It was so salty. Like, I can take salt,
I know you can take salt.
but that brisket,
was-
too much.
We have to bring them up to speed on the fact that if they don't take this seriously, they're gonna drop dead like a stone.
I want to be able to use some salt. A little bit.
But please, we're talking like a tiny touch, it's the salt's walking through on stilts,
I'm
okay,
hearing you.
Ezra?
I promise you, I will cut back. It's just enough to bring out the natural flavors.
Okay, we're really at the crossroads.
I'm very surprised from what my friends are saying. I'm surprised that they called you and Ezra in. I thought I was cooking wonderful meals.
So if that's the case, let's go explore different areas of the supermarket that really haven't been frequented lately.
Fine.
You up for that?
I'm up for that.
Okay.
Take me and off we'll go.
So if you guys are going shopping, what am I gonna do?
Why don't you go with the ladies to the gun club? And if you go with them, you're gonna need this.
I love presents. What's this?
Those are your safety goggles.
Oh, look at that.
And they even have your initial logo. There
How do I
you
look?
go. You look amazing. You'll
I'll
fit
be
in.
back. I have to shoot a gun?
He was a real chicken shit to begin with.
Ladies, check it out. I took care of the gravy for you. The Red Hat pistol packing mamas love to shoot guns and eat together.
Shelley loves to be a queen. So Shelley was designated to cook.
Shelley likes an awful lot of salt in her food.
The way they're eating's gonna make my blood pressure go up.
Shopping with Julie was very, very informative.
Green lentils, have you tried those?
No, I haven't.
Biggest reason I love lentils, they're so high in fiber that they help you lose weight. There's a
Oh,
reason to
lose
get them to
weight,
eat
they'll
it.
like it.
Exactly.
We're going to shoot guns. I have never shot a gun before. I've never even been in the same room as a gun.
He was a real chicken shit to begin with.
I kind of wish I was shopping with Julie right now.
Goji berry is called happy berry in Tibet.
Okay.
And that's because it has virtually every vitamin and mineral known to man. And, hold on, it makes collagen in your skin. So it's gonna make you look
And
younger.
collagen is great for your skin.
You got it.
Oh, we
So-
want this.
Exactly.
We
it's
want
like
this
a
for sure.
facelift in a beautiful little tasty berry. Shelley and I definitely found great foods that she had never worked with before.
I have to shoot a gun?
Correct. Locked in. Take position. Right hand pull back.
It's kind of fun. There's a bit of a thrill involved. Maybe these Red Hat girls are onto something.
Fennel, have you ever worked with it?
I've never worked with fennel before.
I absolutely love fennel.
What-
It is wildly anti-inflammatory.
Really?
Have a taste. It is going to be brilliant to reduce any sort of cardiovascular disease and arthritis.
Tastes like licorice.
It does. So I think we can sell them on it.
Okay, we'll try
Okay,
it.
all right.
Ladies, check it out. I took care of the gravy for you. You see that? I promise you. No more of that gloopy gravy.
So you didn't shoot anyone. We're not going to have any lawsuits on our hands.
Well, you'd be proud of me. I shot gravy. I shot the hell out of gravy.
I love it.
I took it out. Shelley, you made salt and brisket, salt and salad. You made salt and potatoes. Instead of that, what we're gonna make today is delicious salmon with a beautiful crust on top, okay? Some lentils, right?
okay.
And an amazing salad with fennel and curly endive. And the key ingredient that's gonna bind everything together
Is not salt. Julie and Ezra said I can cook without my MSG or my salt.
the key ingredient is mustard.
I doubt them.
Mustard is a delicious ingredient that adds so much flavor to things, and it allows you to salt less.
It also has unbelievable low calories, so it's a great condiment to use.
And we like low calories.
Yes.
I just hope these women like mustard. But no mustard in the dessert, right?
Not quite,
Okay.
but it is incredibly spicy and anti-inflammatory. We're doing ginger grannies for the gun gals. First off, we've got to core our apples. This is incredibly easy with our beautiful little magic tool here.
Okay.
All you have to do is crush it down and pull it out. We're gonna get you coring the apples while I make the mix.
I'm hoping Julie and Ezra can help me and my friends, and particularly Shelley, who has a salt problem, teach us how to cook healthy and tasty.
First up, we have our pumpkin seeds. These are a rich source of zinc, which help the ladies' thyroid work better. Next up, we have our wonderful black sesame seeds. These lower their cholesterol. We have some wonderful dried cherries and our wonderful superfood, the goji berries.
The
now,
goji
you know what
berries.
goji berries
I'm
do.
going to put them on my face for my collagen.
They're amazing, yes, collagen boosters. Now we're moving into our powerful anti-inflammatory spices. We have tons of cinnamon. That helps to balance their blood sugar.
Okay.
So we have our nutmeg and our wonderful cloves. And last but not least, grated ginger. This is so powerfully anti-inflammatory.
I hope the ladies think it's delicious.
Instead of standard old sugar, we have some coconut nectar so that people are going to enjoy their dessert without spiking their insulin.
Julie taught me that you don't need to use so much salt, so many things that aren't good for you.
Our final step is to use some apple cider to ensure that this stays nice and moist during the baking process. We don't want to burn the seeds because that would ruin the nutritional effects. So we want to bake this at a lower temperature, around 300 degrees, for 45 minutes. I want to add an extra ingredient. This is dulse.
Dulce tastes like fish food. This is on you, Julie.
Okay.
She ruins this. I will be so upset. Boiled meat, potatoes cooked in gravy, and salad from a bag. It's like the worst type of cafeteria food.
I'm hoping Julie and Ezra can help Shelley cook healthy and tasty.
Let's start on our salmon. Let me show you how we take off the skin, and we are not going to throw the skin away. We're going to keep the skin, we're going to crisp it up, and use it as a garnish for our salad. Who doesn't-
Really?
Yeah.
And
All
we're
right?
going to tell the ladies what you're doing.
Trust me, they're gonna have crunch in their mouth. They're gonna love it. No one's gonna ask any
Okay,
questions,
I'm
all
doubtful
right?
here.
I think I found the first skin that Julie will let me cook up. Maybe bacon next time?
And do we salt it?
We are going to season it just a little bit. We'll start with some olive oil. This will help crisp up the salmon, and a little bit of salt.
And this is special salt. It's high in potassium chloride. This is formulated for people with high blood pressure.
We put another piece of parchment on top and a sheet tray. Put this in the oven at 375 for
Okay.
about half an hour.
When Shelley told me that they were making fish today, I said, oh my God, I don't eat fish.
Let me show you how we make our delicious crust. Almonds, breadcrumbs, and parsley. Very simple. And that is everything. We just
Not
stir
quite,
this up.
not quite. I want to add an extra ingredient for the thyroid.
I'm surprised, shocked.
And this is dulse.
Dulce tastes like fish food.
Dulse flakes are seaweed. It's going to boost their metabolism. They're going to feel great. I eat it as
smells
chips
like
at
fish
home.
Do you?
I do.
You're crazy.
I love it. It's salty. I'm hoping Ezra goes for it because it's salty tasting.
I will only use it if you promise me that you're not going to taste it at the end.
I think you're just going to be left with a little bit of a salty sea taste. It'll go great with the fish.
Well, if it's salty, my ladies will love it.
Yes, there you
Okay.
go.
This is on you, Julie. She ruins this. I will be so upset. Shelly, this is our lime and honey mustard. You can use any flavored mustard that you find in the supermarket. And then we simply brush the mustard onto the salmon. And now we dip our salmon mustard side down in our breading.
I need some seasoning.
Oh boy.
Now we bake this in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes.
That's it?
That is it. So simple. Now let's move on to our French lentils with grainy mustard. All right.
And salt.
Eh,
Okay.
I don't think Shelley's ever had a low salt meal.
We start our lentils with some olive oil, and now we start sauteing our veggies.
Anti-inflammatory onion, diuretic celery, eye and thyroid boosting carrot, and our wonderful fennel, which is massively anti-inflammatory.
So Shelley, we let these veggies cook down. It'll take about 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
I'm not a fennel eater. I tried it, I didn't like it.
Now that our veggies have cooked down, we'll add our lentils.
Our lentils are boosting iron. Everyone needs energizing iron.
For sure we do.
And now let's season it with our mustard.
When using grainy mustard, it's really good for preventing cancer.
Now, a little bit of acid in the form of red wine vinegar. And now, last but not least, we add some of
Dirty
the cook.
water?
Dirty water, Shelley? Really? I thought we were making progress. This is the cooking liquid from the lentils. We held on to that because it's got tons of flavor.
And tons of nutrition.
And I would have just thrown it out.
Exactly.
So, we let our lentils cook. Let me show you how to make our fennel and curly endive salad.
Okay.
Lentils I don't like.
Our curly endive is ready to go. Let me show you how we shave some fennel. This is a mandolin, a slicer, and it's got this amazing ability to slice things incredibly thin. We'll add this to our curly endive, some fresh tarragon. I'm a little bit nervous about all the licorice flavorings I'm using. Some people don't like those flavors. And now our Granny Smith apple, and why not use the mandolin again?
She doesn't know how to cook, and she needed to learn how to cook.
Let me show you how to make a delicious Dijon vinaigrette. So, a little bit of mustard, actually not a little bit, a lot of mustard. White balsamic, why not mix it up? We used red wine vinegar already. We mix the mustard and the white balsamic, and then we just start drizzling in some olive oil. And we drizzle this slowly at first, because what we're trying to do is make an emulsion. All we do is drizzle it over our salad, mix it up, get all the flavors together. Now, Shelley, we'll put it on our big, beautiful platter. Gorgeous. And now, we'll garnish it with our salmon skin. Look at that.
Amazing.
Nice and crispy, right? That is the end of our salad, okay?
Not quite. I want an extra crunch.
Really?
Some extra wonderful fiber, omega-3s. This is maple-coated flax seeds. It's delicious.
So it's going to offer a little sweetness too.
A little sweetness and a little crunch. Okay, let's give it a little sprinkle.
All right.
I hope this was well worth it.
I'm not 100% sold yet, but we'll see.
I can only keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best.
I like to be in charge, and we're
All right.
going to tell the ladies what you're doing.
Trust me, they're gonna have crunch in their mouth. They're gonna love it. No one's gonna ask any questions,
I'm
all
doubtful
right?
here.
I hope the ladies think it's delicious.
I am so stoked about this meal because every ingredient is anti-inflammatory.
I hope this was well worth it, inviting Julie and Ezra here, you know.
It can't be any worse than lunch was earlier today.
Right.
What do you think, Shelley? Are the girls gonna like this?
I think so.
Yeah?
It looks amazing.
All right, let's get them fed.
Okay.
I think it'll be delicious.
Well, I don't know. I'm not 100% sold yet, but we'll see.
I can only keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best. Who's hungry?
I am so excited about this almost sodium-free meal.
Let me tell you what we've got. Organic salmon with an almond crust and honey lime mustard.
Packed with omega-3s that are gonna heal.
Shelley made you salad from a bag. We have a salad of curly endive, fennel, Granny Smith apples, and a delicious Dijon vinaigrette.
All of the ingredients will reduce your cholesterol.
Down 2 pills already.
And instead of potatoes cooked in gravy, these are French lentils with whole grain mustard, a little red wine vinegar, and beautiful vegetables.
And last but not least, we have a wonderful anti-inflammatory baked apple. And the secret ingredient, the goji berries, really help to produce more collagen in your skin, which every gal would love, right? It's a little beauty treatment.
Every lady wants to look prettier when she's shooting a gun, am I right? There's more flavor on this table than these women have ever had at Shelley's house. Bon appetit!
The salmon is to die for.
Yep.
It was tasteful. It was delicious.
These lentils are amazing.
It's delicious. It really is.
I am absolutely, completely, and totally amazed.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so delicious.
It's better than my meat and potatoes.
Well, yes, I would have to say that.
This meal blew their socks off.
This does not taste like fish, and I don't eat fish.
Did everyone hear that? That's a pretty big compliment when fish haters become fish lovers.
The dessert is phenomenal. It's great.
I was really, really impressed with the final meal.
Outstanding. There is nothing that I could criticize.
I was very impressed with the final meal.
I'm sold.
That's
I'm
what's so
sold.
exciting for me, is that because the flavor is there, you're eating probably the healthiest meal you've ever eaten. We created a menu for people who truly need every single food to heal them.
I'm very, very impressed. I call Shelly my best friend forever, and for her to learn how to do this, to help me, to help her, is the best.
Joni, if you eat this way all the time, our friendship's gonna shrink.
Shrink and shrink and shrink. We've grown together.
And now we'll shrink
That's
together.
right.
After Ezra and Julie show me how I can make things for my group, I was really happy that they called them in. I'm gonna try and make a nutritious meal, and we'll see what happens.
To get through her is like, what can I say?
She's a strong-willed woman.
Yes,
But we
yes.
cracked her.
Right.
And I think we should raise a glass. She was dangerous in the kitchen before with salt. Now she's just trigger happy with the flavor. I think what we showed them is that food can be fun and it doesn't have to be dangerous.
You don't need that deadly weapon at the salt shaker to make it taste good.
Yeah, and if you use the right ingredients, food is simple, it's delicious, and it's easy to prepare.
And outrageously nutritious. For recipes and more, visit ownca.oprah.com/healthygourmet.